Yes, Matt Rose is in. We'll take 23 to Melbourne. Make a final decision down there, depending on weather and a few things about who's out. But yeah, he's in at the moment.
Can we expect any other kind of major changes?
No, that'll be the change. They did very well last week. Had a couple of sore players early in the week, just general soreness, but they're all fine. They trained today, so he's the only one that's in at this stage.
Expecting another big game from Jesse Lonergan?
Sorry?
Expecting another big game from Jesse Lonergan?
Yeah, I hope so. He's had that glandular fever and he struggled. Played a seconds game, then he struggled a bit in Cairns, but I thought he played well last week. I thought with our inexperienced midfield, he was one player that stepped up. So hopefully he can keep that going for the next 4 or 5 weeks.
You might not have many options left, Rocket, but are you concerned about the load on just a handful of midfielders?
Oh yeah, that's always a concern. There's no doubt about that. So we're not so much being creative, but we're going to have to put some different people in there. I think last week we put Sexton in for the first time that he's ever played in the centre square. So and he played well. That doesn't mean he's going to play well this week. But we certainly have to put other players in there. Matera went in last week, Garland as well. So there'll be some players that are probably left field that we'll throw into the centre square.
Would you try Sexton starting back in the centre square?
Yeah, he'll start there this week. Yeah, so he's he did an excellent job last week. So really pleased with his development.
I know you copped a couple of injuries last time you played Melbourne, but what did you learn from them? They sort of really ran over the top of you.
Yeah, they did. It was reasonably even till half time. We had and then losing Sexton and Rosa obviously curtailed our run to a certain degree. Yeah, they've been a reasonable side this year, so and they haven't got many injuries, so they've got a pretty strong side. So, but it's another opportunity for our group. I think what we've been able, I know that people only look at the wins, the last 3 of the last 4, but even the 2 or 3 weeks before that was really pleasing. So I think our guys got a lot of confidence from that, a lot of growth. So there's another opportunity to go and, I suppose, actually play well.
And the importance of actually getting a win on the road, like your road records, wins and losses at least, isn't great. I know you've had a couple of decent performances, but
yeah, that'll look after itself rather than actually focus on that. No, we just want to, the process of playing well, players sticking to the plan and their role. So that's a certain thing we're looking for.
Rocket, I guess a big message in the second half of the season has been you want to shake the 8. Melbourne, you could potentially end their finals chances this week.
You haven't looked at that like that, Tom, but yeah, there's certainly an opportunity there. I mean, we a little bit disappointing for a quarter or so in Cairns. We could have done something up there, but yeah, the next 5 weeks, I think I used the word opportunity before, but it's really an opportunity for us as a group to grow and play well, but also even with our injuries for players to actually stand up, guys that are nearly entrenched in the team to be able to show some leadership. Certainly the last few weeks that we've seen that, so hopefully we can get some more growth in those areas.
Just on Gary Aplett's surgery yesterday, is that a relief that procedure's finally, I guess, done, so now he can start to recover?
Yeah, for sure. I think, no, that was just delayed a little bit by an extra 4 or 5 days, but yeah, apparently the surgery went well. The surgeon was really happy with it, so that surgery gives him a lot more strength around the shoulder. He'll be able to have a quicker recovery from it. So all in all, no, I think it went well.
Have you had a chance to speak to him?
No, I texted him before he went in, but I haven't spoken to him since the operation. So I'll probably give him a day or 2 to actually convalesce and then have a chat with him.
Do you know at this stage, I guess, what the rehab process looks like in terms of this surgery and going forward?
Yeah, it's a 4 to 5 month back to full contact. So he'll be able to run in a couple of months, which pre-season hasn't even started then. So from our point of view, even if it's a 6 months till full tackling, that's the end of January. So you would think at this stage he'll be right for NAB Cup.
You just mentioned before the procedure. Have they done something that particularly is able to strengthen?
Oh yeah, there's just a different style of surgery, which has been around for quite a while. There's probably half a dozen to 8 players in the competition get it done every year, so it's not a radical one. It's just an extra strengthening mechanism because his injury is different to the previous injury. Where before they could do keyhole, where this one was needed a bit more stabilisation. So, but he'll be fine.
Jagger expected to play a full game?
No, he's not playing this week. As we expected, once the load started to go up in games, that maybe there'll be some Some little bit of soreness at times, which is understandable for a player who hadn't played for 2 years. So he won't play this week. We'll just manage him and build him up, and then hopefully over the next week or two we'll be able to get back to playing.
So is it getting more unlikely that he's going to make it back to seniors, or is it too early to judge that?
Too early to judge. I suppose we're running out of games, so he would hopefully get back next week, and that gives him a couple of weeks to be able to play senior footy by the end. So that's what we're aiming for.
How much would you like to see him play seniors?
Oh, the main thing is about his health and about his need to actually get that right, and him confident with that. So I don't think we should play him just for the sake we want him to play. But certainly, I mean, in Utopia, you'd love him to play. There's no doubt about that. But it's the same thing. When we're not a chance to play finals, we don't have to win games. No, we want to win games, but so there's no need to really force him at this stage.
Whereabouts is David Swallow at the moment with his on a preseason?
Yeah, he's progressing okay. So we're hopeful that he might be able to play next week, if not the week after in the second. So that'll just be able to get him 2 or 3 games by the end of the year to give him a bit of confidence going into pre-season.
Sorry, Dion Prestio, is he definitely out for the rest of the season, or
Yes.
have you seen him play?
No, he's gone. He's definitely done. So he had his knee op. They said it'd be 6 to 8 weeks. So that was 6 weeks before the end of the season. So no, he won't play.
So you're going to have a really strong NEFL team in a week or two, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, get along and watch. I think get your tickets early.
In terms of the seconds as well, Sardi and a couple other guys.
Yes, Sard's back playing. Trent McKenzie will play. Sean Lemons played his second game. They had a bye last week, which was a bit unfortunate. So we're getting a couple back there. So Adam might need a couple of weeks in the seconds, I would think. Trent probably might only need the one. Sean Lemons may need another one after that. So we're starting to get a couple back, but there's not many more to come back after that. That's about it.
Just on Jesse Joyce, he's sort of...
Jesse Joyce or Jesse Lonigan?
No, Jesse Joyce.
Right, okay.
Sorry, yeah, Jesse Joyce, how he's sort of building for Gary Ablett, big shoes to fill. But how do you think he's...
He hasn't filled in for Gary Ablett.
No, didn't he take... When I was talking to you, take...
See this spot.
Sorry?
Rookie elevation. So
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant in the team. Sorry. Yeah, that's my fault. I misinterpreted that.
Right. I'm still learning. But do you think he's showing signs, like promising signs?
Jesse Joyce, yeah, I think he's certainly exceeded expectations because he's come from a long way back. Now his form was really encouraging. He's been a little bit up and down as you expect with young kids, but from our point of view, we'd love to keep playing the rest of the year. I think the more games he can play, the greater his development's going to be. He's very good with the ball. He's very assured when he gets it. He's got to learn more about where to run at certain times and how to defend at certain times. And I think he'll be better for having played the games and having another good pre-season under his belt.
Okay, more confident and more consistent.
Yeah, and I think getting fitter. I think getting used to be able to play at that level. So, and that's the same with all young kids. They just need it's their second and third year that they really actually grow.